Alright, so my science fair project was the dome effect. So our problem was, does something behind the basketball hoop affect how you shoot? Does it correspond directly to depth perception? So our hypothesis was, basically we thought that if we change the distance that the basketball hoop is away from a wall, your eyes won't be able to rely on anything to help you find where the basket really is, and it will harm your shooting percentage. So our variables were the distance. Our variable was the distance away from the wall, and our controls were we controlled the people who were doing it, the distance we were shooting, or the distance the hoop was away from the wall, the height of the hoop, and some the materials we used 1 cup, 1 quarter, 1 measuring tape, 1 iPad, 1 basketball hoop, 1 basketball, 3 students to shoot, 4 students to test control, and 1 table. So basically for our procedure, we set up a control experiment where we would have a cup on a table and have it a certain distance away from a wall, and then we would move a quarter over the cup, and you'd cover up your one eye and then your other eye, and you would have to tell the person moving the quarter when to drop it, and it'll be in the cup. And from that, we found that the farther, so from against the wall, there was an average of 14 points. The lower the points, the better. From 5 feet away from the wall, there was an average of 17 points. And from 10 feet away from the wall, there's an average of 24.5 points. So as you can see, it gradually gets worse. You gradually get worse as it moves farther away from the wall and your eyes have less to rely on. So, in conclusion, we did the experiment, and what we found was, although the shooting percentage stays relatively the same, so ultimately the depth perception does not have much of an influence. The shooting percentage goes from 60 down to 50 up to 56%. So it ultimately does not have an effect, but in the short run it does. We found that from 5 feet away, our test subjects would 2 of them missed their first 4 shots, and then from 10 feet away, 2 of them missed 3 of their first 4 shots. So I think this means that, well, we didn't account for warming up. So with the basketball, it's different than the coin, because the coin, you don't have any control over it. You just see it and you put it in. But with the basketball, it's with your body. You control how far it goes. So you will get used to it more. You will be able to get used to it, and you'll warm up, and then you'll be able to make it. And ultimately, the depth perception does not have an influence on the basketball.